I know we going live. What's up, y'all? Just
What's
talking
up?
about
What's
we
up?
going live.
Yeah.
But okay, so the intention is to be transparent and to use our experience as an example of what we're probably all experiencing on one level or another, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure. Peace. Who in here with us?
Peace,
Shit.
y'all.
We
Peace,
got
y'all.
three people in here with us.
Oh yeah.
Y'all, I'm getting myself to the point where I don't let numbers dictate my vibration. So it's like, whatever. Three is like 3 million people up in here. Cause y'all
Yeah.
must be the shit that y'all in here with us
Yeah.
on live.
That's right. But you know what though? If three of y'all was right here in our physical presence, guess what? We got a group, and so we'll be going in and we'll be chopping it up and dialoguing as is we
That's
doing
true.
right now. So
That's exactly it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so look, y'all know if we could, we want to be able to do retreats, meetups. We want to get to a point where we can do all of that because like we just love the feeling that we have when we're with y'all.
Yeah,
So thank y'all for supporting us and subbing and jumping here with us and shout out to you. What's up, General
King
Ruler?
Rollins. Is it? Yeah, okay,
Everybody in
okay.
here with us. If
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't shout you out, we just want to send our love and tell you thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, this is a really strange road to be on. And
Yeah.
y'all weird as hell to be following us. So, it's great.
Appreciate that. Just say that the vibe we got going on is dope. We appreciate that. We
Look, we've been
appreciate that.
working on it. Do
Yeah.
you hear me? I woke up this morning and I said, I will be in control of my vibration all day today. God damn it.
Yeah.
That's like, this is, okay, so what we talking
We
about?
dealing with it. We definitely
We
going
in
through
it.
it. Yeah, we going
You
through it.
gotta own your shit.
Yeah.
People, it's trendy to do magic, shadow work, dark magic, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're starting to be. It's not just being drawn to manifesting. Now we're like opening up, and it's like, ooh, I want to go deeper. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so what happens is when you start doing ceremonies and manifestations and ritual and just reading and watching videos and lectures, when you start doing that stuff, journaling, paying attention to how you respond to things, when you start doing that, what happens is it opens up every multi-dimensional you.
Almost like you got different paths, different roads, different extensions of yourself. You know, it's
And you
all
you meeting another you
like an
like
aqueduct. Y'all think about, you know what I'm saying, in the sewer system and the aqueducts and how, you got channels and channels connected from everywhere.
and all on you.
All of you.
It's either your subconscious program, your conscious program, your unconscious program. It's either your higher self, your lower self, your ego self, your inner child, which equates to your false self. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
this journey that we're on with the souls here that vibrate with each other, we're on a self-realization journey. It's mad weird though because a lot of us are getting frustrated at the shit that's presently in our life without realizing this is what you asked
Oh yes, yes, yes. I deal with frustration all the time, all the damn
for.
time.
Man.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I go through them bouts. I hate myself. I love myself. Just coming into the realization of how fucked up I am, how fucked up it allowed myself to wallow in a low vibration. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so, oh, it's so frustrating. And so when we say we dealing with it, we going through it. We definitely are dealing with it and going through it.
There. Okay. Twin flame thing, because we know we put that in the title.
Mm-hmm.
This is not clickbait. So whether you are in a twin flame reunion or not, if you are going through a spiritual awakening, you're still collectively a part of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not just happening with me and Ernest, because
Mm-hmm.
we know we don't have a whole lot of people who have manifested a twin flame physically that follow us. So know that when we talk about a twin flame mission, all of us are here on a mission, okay? When we talk about that, that is talking about you. Okay? So the difference is he's my divine masculine in physical form, and I'm his DF representation in physical form. So we're each other's mirror to the ugly shit that we don't want to see.
Exactly.
So for you, it's the divine feminine part of you if you're not in a twin flame relationship. You're having this mirror within the two divine parts of yourself. You're shifting from the divine masculine to the divine feminine,
Right.
and you're learning these lessons. And you're
Mhm.
having to go through these spheres, and these are the spheres that's on the tree of life of the Kabbalion. These are the different densities and emotions that you must experience and ways that you figure out how to become an alchemist, to take the sphere, whatever you're dealing with, and to use your mind, your thoughts, rituals, because all of that helps to reprogram and retrain the brain. It helps to give you proof that you are indeed a co-creator with the creator. So when we talk about the twin flame mission, it's as crazy as it seems. He showed me he's my trigger. He triggered me more than anybody. I'm his main trigger. But the lesson that all of us right here, right now, watching this are being taught is to learn how to take your triggers and view them as a catalyst to create the person in the life that you want to be and have.
Because we did say this is what we want. And so, like she's saying, instead of those trigger mechanisms to be something that push you away, which is natural. It's natural sometimes. We just don't want to face our ugly truths. We don't want to face our ugly self. You know what I'm saying? And so we say, no, that ain't me. No, I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm a great dude. I'm a great gal. You know what I'm saying? People like me, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like a Stuart Smalley attitude, you know. But shit, I get on her damn nerves. I I push buttons and trigger her in ways because I be so selfish and I be so just like the word that I've come to learn is emotional constipation. That shit was so funny to me. Emotional constipation. I was
For reading
like, damn.
Queen Afua's book, Man Heal Thyself.
Yeah,
That's what I got
like,
her for Christmas.
yeah, like, damn, I'm just, damn, locked up emotionally. I mean, it's funny. It ain't funny, but it's funny. I mean, unless you want to commit suicide or something, or commit yourself to an insane asylum, shit, you gotta laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
You absolutely have to look. If you don't know how to laugh at yourself,
Yeah.
then that shows that you're judgmental of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so okay. So the goal here is to have harmony and to have unity within yourself. So for you, it could be a coworker that trigger you, that's being a mirror to you. But sometimes you like, I can't see me in that
Yeah.
or in that situation. But trust me, if
Yeah.
it's something that's unfolding in your life,
Yeah.
that's it. Is there's something in that situation that wants you to see it. So for those of us who did the black candle ritual to see our shadow self and we couldn't see anything, it's probably because you haven't even given your shadow self permission to be acknowledged because you won't even acknowledge that you have these demonic, low vibrational, shadow ass things that you do.
Yeah. That's me.
And if you have been avoiding those things because you're like, what make you feel?
Oh.
Maybe you avoid speaking your truth because you don't want your spouse or whoever you're dealing with to be in a vibration where I'm kind of not fucking with you right now.
Right.
All that's being fake.
Yep. Yep.
And so we're having to shed the skin. In 2020, they came in and they playing with us. 2020, this energy been hitting us
Like.
mirror after mirror after mirror after mirror. It's like, damn, can I get a break? 2020, like, no, you cannot get a break. You said you wanted to come here for this event in the exact time frame, and you are here.
Yeah.
You volunteered to do this. All of us have to make agreement before we come into this life as to what the experiences are. That is why we have deja vu, because deja vu is letting you know that you're doing something that you already pre-planned you would do before you incarnated here.
Right.
So we have to learn how to be in our heart for real. We a lot of us been faking it because nobody's ever really given us that love. Nobody's ever really been that vulnerable with us. Nobody's never really gave us their heart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know how to simulate it, but I don't know how to really experience it. That's not my reality.
Right. And we were just talking, and that's a part of it for me that's been a challenge because it's easy to say, well, I'm like this because this is what I didn't get coming up, or this is what I haven't experienced in past relationships. And so there was never a level of accountability from that standpoint. But hey, I'm an adult. I'm a grown man, and so like now it's on me to be accountable for all of that. And so instead of shifting the blame and putting it on something else, somebody else, no, I have to put the blame on myself and say, at this point in my life, from this stage, look, everything that I do that causes friction and issues is my fault. I can't put it back on that because I'm wise enough and I have the understanding and I'm connected to source to know that no, I gotta go within. And it's all about knowing myself. It's all about knowing ourselves and really understanding, asking those questions like why. Like him, she's expressed that she's always had that innate ability to question herself. Why am I thinking like this? Why do I act like this? Why am I reacting like this? And that's some if and I'm on the opposite extreme. I wasn't the type of person that would self-reflect like that, or reflect like that, and ask myself those questions. But I mean, I know better, and so when you know better, we do better. We should anyway. And so I have to ask myself those questions. Like, why am I acting like this? Why do I lash out? I can go from being that melancholy person, cool cat, to that. You know how when you step, we laughed about it. You know how when you step on a cat's tail, how they be like, they hiss up at you. You know what I'm saying? I can go from 0 to 100 just like that. You know what I'm saying? And that don't be cool because what it does is it pushes her away, and it causes her to be less attracted to me. It causes so many other dynamics in a relationship that that's not the harmony that you want. That's not the connection that you're working towards. And in essence, is very counterproductive.
So so for those of you who want to manifest
Definitely
your
cause
twin flame,
separation.
yeah, just understand that doing the work on yourself first is the invitation to have a twin flame reunion or soulmate situation, whichever one. Um, and so we want to make sure we touched on this because this is happening with all of us, where you're you're learning how to love parts of you that you usually don't even allow yourself to see. And the only reason why a lot of us are looking for magic and want to get more into magic, make sure that you're not doing magic because you're trying to find another form of escapism to keep from dealing with yourself and seeing yourself. That's not the right energy to carry into any magic. Okay?
Because actually, what's going to happen is all of those dark places, all of those issues that you've been running from, guess what? They're going to be intensified. It's going to be even more extreme. And so you've been suppressing it. It's gonna emerge, and it's gonna be to the point to where, like just energetically, like whoa, like it just like a spontaneous combustion, like it just explode, and now you find yourself where you was trying to suppress all of these things. It's like you can't even control it, and then so much so that you don't even be aware when you do it or when it does happen. And one of the things we laugh
Because
about.
Ernest is a fucking wizard. Can you please tell him why I call you a wizard? What do you do? Damn sorcerer, you.
Okay,
Verbal.
one of the issues that I have, and it's a love style as well as it's kind of like overall, and it's abandoned. And we came up with the moniker. She came up with the moniker abandoned
I'm a fender man.
man. Abandoned man. Abandoned man. And so like when situations occur or arise, guess what? You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to just be like, we laugh about it, and I'll hold up this shield like, and so when it hit me, it bounced right back. And so the funny thing about it is when stuff happens, and like she might ask the question, like it be simple stuff. She might ask a question like, well, what you think about this, or why you ain't say nothing about that, and I might get defensive real fast because I have a tendency to feel like I'm being criticized. And I don't like that. And so the first thing I do when I feel like I'm being criticized is I go, shh. And so it go, bing, boom, right back at you. And so guess what? That's a negative energy because it's coming from me when I deflect. Basically, I'm shooting a dart at you. I'm shooting a negative, energetic dart back in your direction. And guess what? You already understand that only creates more negativity.
But the craziest part of all of this is I'm not even shooting a dart
No,
at him
no.
in the first place.
No.
So he's a fucking sorcerer. So
Yeah.
he'll take something that I'm saying and transform it into a dart and then shoot it back at me. So look, so we laughing about this because it's on self-discovery. We discovered this today. So all of us, we have always been doing some form of wizardry, magic, sorcery. When
Yeah.
we do that,
Yeah.
when we deflect, when we be defensive, when we project our emotions onto another situation, when you take out how you feeling on somebody else who ain't had nothing to do with it.
That's right.
When you make an assumption about something that somebody is saying to you and you assume they're saying something else and run with it, all of that shit is magic. That is sorcery.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because I asked him today, like, why don't you really come up with magic rituals or ceremonies for us to do? Why don't you bring it to my attention? And he was like, he really didn't know. He hadn't even asked himself that question. And then he was like, well, I don't really be feeling real high esteem about doing it. I feel like the only reason why our magic work is because of you, blah, 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 blah. And then as we got to going, I was like, babe, but you do sorcery shit. Very often you turn arrows out of fucking bubbles. I'm blowing beautiful bubbles at you. You turn it into a bullet. Like, you do magic. What are you talking about? And he was like, so my point in saying this is if you are breathing right now, and you are, because you're watching this, you are an alchemist.
Yeah.
And you're either going to create things consciously or unconsciously, but know that you are always creating something.
And what really brought the visual into perspective is we have been watching The Witcher. Y'all familiar with The Witcher on Netflix? We was watching The Witcher, and I could see myself in what's the girl name?
She was like a hunchback of Notre
Yeah, the
Dame.
one with the twisted back that
Yeah.
after, you know what I'm saying? But her disposition and the way she carried herself, and as she was going through the school of sorcerers, it was like everything that they was tasked to do, it was almost impossible for her to do it. But under circumstances when emotionally she reacted to something, guess what? It was almost like it was effortless. She didn't even have to try to do it. It was something magical always happened. And so that's what, you know what I'm saying, when we was talking about it, that's the analogy that came up. We were just laughing about it like, wow, yeah, that's it.
It's being woke. It's uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
if you release a resistance to it, it becomes funny.
Yeah. But the difference is woke, being woke in relationships is far more better than if you was dead in a relationship. Because at least as conscious woke individuals in relationships, you're learning yourself. You're learning those issues. You're learning what makes you tick. You're learning what makes your partner tick. You know what I'm saying? And if you're conscious, that means that you're willing to we can be real. We can tell y'all all of this stuff that we deal with, but at the same time, we for each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not a it's not a thing where, oh, it's a cause for separation. And then going back to what you said, General Ruger, yes, all of that stuff causes separation, but when you with your twin flame, when you with your divine counterpart, guess what? Y'all looking beyond it, because what has to be done is you have to see it for what it is. No, that's not that person. That's due to programming. That's due to a lot of other different variables. But I see this person for who they truly are. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what be the glue. You know what I'm
Yeah, and
saying?
all of us being called to this whole new level. This what
Yeah.
2020 is going to be about this whole year.
Yeah.
This whole year is going to be testing you to see if all the shit you was talking about in 2019, if you're really ready to do it and be it.
Yeah.
So, we want to make sure we touched on that.
Yeah.
And we could talk about this. I promise y'all, if we could stay
Sound
on with
like
y'all for 12 hours, we would.
Yeah.
But we got a babysit and everything tonight, so we could really talk.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have a whole lot of time. We always want to be able to acknowledge something that y'all want to express in the live chat, because even if we go back to this, if we miss it now, we'll see it and we could probably address it. So the next thing we put in the title that I feel like people needed, other than learning how to have harmony and unity with your lower self and higher self, you know what I'm saying, and operate out of the space of your heart space. Because in 2020, we're going to be challenged. We cannot use the ego to get us through 2020. Mm-mm. The heart is the only thing that is going to help GPS you through 2020 to get to where you want to be. Okay?
That's right, bro.
And the ego knows it. And a lot of us abandon ourselves. A lot of us are overly critical to ourselves. A lot of us, like, we do some fucked up shit to ourselves, and then, but we unleash the leftover toxicity of that into our environment. And know if you are doing this, you are being a chaos being in your own life. Okay? And so being a god and a goddess is about coming online, feeling again, feeling the pain and feeling the pleasure. And learning how to feel like you're worthy of the pleasure, the things that please you that come up as well, because all that is necessary for our growth to happen. So yeah, we can talk about this on and on and on. I know this resonates with some of y'all. I know y'all been feeling the same thing. But I want to get into something of astral projection from about 2 nights ago. Okay, and it's been confirmed to me. First thing is, I had a dream a few months ago that a lot of people were getting snatched up and that their body parts were being used for experiments and being put onto animals. Just weird. Just I dreamed this and I didn't talk about this publicly. I have to be careful about that because again, like I said, thought forms can become things. And an entity can attach to you to get you to dream about something, to get you to not discern it, and then put it out in the air, and now you have given that entity, that thought form, an actual situation to do what it do in. You feel me? So that's why when I have dreams and stuff, I sit on it for a little while and I take it to my guides before I bring it to y'all to make sure that something is not trying to trick me into giving birth into it, into this realm, as we're going through awakening. So I do believe that this is why all of us have to be self-reflective, have to do the inventory, do the journaling, get real, get uncomfortable, get butt naked, get transparent, stop leaning on the stuff that make you feel better about yourself, and just accept it. And if you fucked up, you just might be fucked up in one area. You could cook good as hell, but when it comes to communicating, you're horrible. Just admit it. Be like, I'm a horrible ass communicator. As soon as you admit it, you're gonna be able to grow.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So, but with that being said, so I wait before I tell y'all this stuff. Y'all, I dreamed and I was very lucid. And it felt more astral, but I'm not quite sure. I just know the reality that I went into exists. So, with a lot of people that's coming up missing and being taken, this is absolutely happening. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but some type of studies are being done on humanity right now as we're going through this awakening. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, I'm in the SUV and I'm on a back road. We got guns. I'm very lucid, so I'm literally, if you could imagine closing your eyes and then being teleported somewhere else, it was like that. So I open my eyes and I'm in this Jeep riding with these people I don't know with all these guns. I don't have no idea what the hell is going on. And the next thing I know, we stop and they get out, and it's this creature, kind of looked like a Bigfoot mixed with a Yeti or something, a Sasquatch. I mean, it was huge. And something had caused them to stop inhabiting the place they usually inhabit. So they were kind of like out and loose, right? And so it was our job to wrangle up these beings that were not supposed to be in our dimension, so to speak, that were. So after we killed a couple and I got back in the Jeep, I'm sitting there like, this shit is crazy as hell. I know that this not happening in my dimension that I know of, but I mean, it's so, I can't explain to you how aware I was of everything in the moment. So when I woke up from that, I was like, what? I don't watch movies like that. Like, where would that come from? So this is what I feel is happening. I feel like there's a combination of things. Creatures, like elemental, maybe creatures that are half human being and something else, like they were forced into living either in inner earth, using their own magic to create a dimension to exist in that's outside of our light spectrum. So as we are doing these meditations,
even the shifts, even all
the energetic shifts,
yeah.
planetary alignments, we're trying to learn and understand ourselves, we're going within. You know, we're watching stuff that we watched when we were kids, and like, man, that shit was real. Like, I knew it was real when I was a kid, but it's just really crazy. I'm watching a show about mermaids and yada 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 yada, and I just learned about Yemi yada. Like, so as the energy is shifting on Earth, these entities are about to start being in our visible light spectrum, and and so with that happening, we're going to see more and more false flags, pop propaganda, and a lot of stuff, because the powers that be really not ready for us to merge with the entities outside of our light spectrum. Some of them have been helping us and some of them haven't. But you can imagine how upsetting that is, because they kept us encased in this vibration, and now we're breaking out of it. So if you've been seeing shadows out the corner of your eyes, and you see orbs, flashes of light, and you be thinking you be seeing spaceships sometimes, and you look back and it's gone. I mean, whatever you see or experience, know that it's real and it's really happening.
No discard.
Yeah, it's really happening. Yeah. And so,
you said that they were attacking people and had been killing people.
Yeah, they had been attacking and killing people because they were hungry. And whatever food source, it's almost like the food source is, it's crazy, but you just have all of these different dimensions, and as we're going through these shifts and the veils keep thinning, shit is just crisscrossing like this. Okay? So, yeah, I want to share that dream, and hopefully this will help us to be more magical and creative in our minds. Okay? But just let me tell you, the difference between spiritual awakening and going through religious programming is that you hit the wall of resistance to stuff. Because when you're in religious programming, it ain't really like that. If you hit a wall of resistance, just go and tell Jesus, or go say some Hail Marys, it's all good. You start over again. Get another life. But in having to be responsible for yourself, for everything that's in your life, what it does is you have to shed shame. You have to shed judgment, or you're not going to be able to continue to spiritually awaken. So feeling that wall, feeling the resistance that you know you have, feeling that fear when they come up, That is good because you are learning how to feel again, and you are learning how to feel more deeply. Okay. Um, a religious person, and some of us still are having to shed some of that. Okay, y'all. This is what's happening with a lot of our programs. Our program is trying to kick out some of that religious shit that's running in the background. So you might be doing your rituals and cleansing yourself and sage and salt and spiritual baths, and you're really trying to get it in and make it a lifestyle, but you keep having this resistance. I just need you to understand what's going on.
Right.
Okay? The resistance has to be there because if we don't hit that wall of resistance, you're not going to appreciate the destination past that wall because you didn't have to do shit to get past that wall. Okay? So the real work right now is definitely the self-realization and understanding that you have to be accountable for what happens in your life because it is your life and it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You know, you go mess up. We're learning how to let go of control. And this shit is happening to us on a level of our DNA where like, oh, it just, I have some days where I'm in so much sadness and density, it feels like it's inside of me and I can't get it out. So these are the things that you have to experience to be able to truly be the creator of your life. And the sooner you stop hating it, the better. I had wrote a note because I was trying to understand, now how do I know when I'm being religious because of some residue programming, and how do I know when I'm really being spiritual? And this is what I wrote down after I asked the question, my higher self gave me an answer. Being truly spiritual means knowing that you don't know what you think you know. A spiritual person is always learning because they are open-minded enough to receive knowledge and wisdom. A spiritual person learns from many cultures, books, and ages of history. A religious program means you think you know what you know and you refuse to know anything other than what you think you know. Let me say that again. A religious program, this is how you know when that has come up. Because you think you know what you know and you refuse to know anything other than what you think you know. A religious person carries themselves as if they know the most important things it is to know, and anyone who disagrees will possibly go to hell for not knowing what they know to be the truth. Religious people only read one book. They only study one culture, which is the church culture, and think all things ancient from melanated races are evil, but all things ancient passed down from the RCC, the Roman Catholic Church, or Islam, whichever sect you came through, they think that those things are righteous. So this is the spiritual and religious programming. It kind of, for some of us, we kind of got little bits and pieces of both we're trying to work through. And so maybe this will help you to separate the two so that you can be, definitely be more spiritual than you are being religious.
Yeah.
And you can finally get real control over the shit that comes into your life and what leads your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you keep we all continue to live, you know what I'm saying? It seems like now in this particular time, a lot of people they go to, especially when you deal with trials and you go through stuff, you go through hardships. You tend to lean on the most common thread, and like let's just say, for instance, you've been wild most of your life, and then you get to a place to where you're like, you know what, I'm tired of being wild. Well, because the most prevalent thing that has been religion. 9 times out of 10, that's what people are going to gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? they're not gonna gravitate to a left hand path as fast. They're not gonna gravitate to something that's more um, esoteric rather than the exoteric stuff that's prevalent. And so, I mean, like you said, dealing with ourselves, that's the place. And being real and authentic with ourselves and just totally tearing down and dissolving any programming, um, any personal programming, like cultural programming, the religious programming, just dissolving all of them programs and begin to reprogram your mind based on what you now know, the path that you on now. But I think you finna
Pull some
okay,
cards.
finna get it okay.
So I want to pull some cards like I usually try to do when we get together for the collective. My question that I was asking was, what does the collective need right now for this phase of our awakening? And fire agate came up, which represents creative. I mean, yeah, creativity, and black tourmaline for protection. So we got to keep doing these two things. Y'all, look, we can do this. So keep your protection simple, whether it's sigil, salt, baths, anything that Baba Baba Hemi has told us to do. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Bay. I mean, we got some great people to follow.
Keep your crystals on your person.
Exactly.
Whatever it be.
Yeah, absolutely. We need the protection because, again, remember the dream that I had. We're at war. We're in an entity war. We got nanobots swimming through our blood, being sprayed in the chemtrails. We full of heavy metal. There's an entity war going on inside of your physical temple right now. And so the third temple is being built. That is this new way of consciousness, this new way of living, this new way of treating our temple, our body, all of that. Armageddon.
That's right.
2012, December 21st. I talked about the connections my spirit guides gave me, that this eclipse, this full wolf moon energy we're under is that energy.
That's right.
Where the wolf and the lamb need to be able to lay together and be at peace. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
look, check this out, and just on a higher, just thinking, even the lion and the wolf, I mean the lamb and the wolf being together. Hey, we can just equate that to being our dual nature. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And so this is that period in time, this that age that we're in right now, as to where we have to integrate our higher and lower selves.
absolutely. Let it be fun, okay? So the goal, that's why the fire agate for creativity. Try to let it be fun, okay? Find ways to make it fun. You gotta do it anyway.
Right.
You gotta do the work anyway. You gotta change anyway. You gotta do the work anyway. So find ways to enjoy doing the work and make it fun. And if that's, I don't know, go as far as your mind can go with it. If it's in your mind, it's real and it's relevant to you. When you visualize, yo, I'm serious. Start, my guys in here who play with Tonka trucks and G.I. Joes, like start visualizing if that's your damn spirit guide. The G.I. Joe that I had when I was 9, and really start visualizing you having conversations with this G.I. Joe. If we don't start using this muscle that we were given, you look, you don't want to lose it.
That's right.
And you don't want to have to incarnate here again because you refuse to do the work. Okay? So just push through a little more, a little longer. Know that we worked on our energy. We did energy work on each other. We did shadow work on each other and self-love before we did the show. So that energy is present for you in this particular video. Um, that's part of our responsibility. And I really feel good about it because I know it's difficult sometimes to change when you've been one way for so long. But I mean, we got help. We got each other. We got help. Like this is real. This is a real connection that we have.
Yeah.
And most of our family won't even understand. Most of us don't even go to family engagements, but we'll vibe with each other like this on some personal shit. But we'll tell y'all some shit we ain't gonna tell our own siblings and cousins and parents because soul is thick in the blood.
Yeah.
And this is a soul tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Mandela effect.
The wolf and the lamb and the
Yeah,
lion
the
and the
lion
lamb.
and the lamb, and then
Hmm.
the wolf and the lamb. That's a Mandela effect. Yeah, it always had been lion and lamb. Always had been lion and the lamb. We came up with it. We grew up knowing that it was lion and lamb. But if you do your searches now, you'll realize
We
that it's
did a
been
video
changed.
on it.
Yeah, it's been changed, and it's that the lamb will lie with the wolf. That's in your Bible. So check into that.
Um, so yeah, and that's another example. So ain't none of all this is temporary. Everything that you can feel, touch, and see is temporary. Okay? So yes, you're still gonna have people die that you love. You're still gonna get your heart broke. You still might lose jobs. You still might be forced to move. You still might get your car repossessed. Like shit go happen. Shit go happen. You still might get diagnosed with a disease. Shit go. What we have to start doing instead of being wicked sorcerers and projecting and deflecting and just doing all the shit we do because we don't want to grow because the ego like nurture me. Don't nurture your higher self. Okay, so you just gonna keep having a whole lot of contrast.
Right.
You're gonna keep being thrown a whole lot of duality
Yeah.
because that's all you tell the universe you vibe with. So universe gonna give you what you vibe with.
Yeah.
And then we'll show you
Case
circle
in
and let you
point.
finish.
Case in point. Me and my daughter. I can't remember exactly where we were. Um, but there was an instance. No, it was over the phone. It was an instance where I made a phone call and I received attitude from the individual that was on the other line, and as a result, Cam was like, well, maybe that's because you put out attitude too. And so it hit home, and that's exactly what she's saying. Whatever vibration that you might find yourself uh, in, in a lot of instances, especially if you're not checking it, then that's the energy that's going to come back to you. And my daughter had the exact same experience, and it was a learning moment because it was brought to her attention as well. Like, well, baby, you put out attitude, so guess what? You're gonna get attitude. You know what I'm saying? How mindful are we of just simple things like that?
That's so true.
Yeah. Y'all
Okay.
see these? Yeah. Y'all see these? The wink if
Y'all
you
one of
woke.
these? Wink if you woke.
Yeah.
I can't wink, y'all. I just
I
discovered
don't
that
know why
today.
she
Look.
did
I like a creep trying to wink.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all want some merch, some sweaters, y'all can get these sweaters.
Yeah.
I think how much
I think
just inbox us if you want a sweater.
Yeah.
I promise we're not creating a stream of income from these.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But if you get a sweater from us, what our goal is to do is to be able to call up certain energies into our merchandise. So again, the awakening gods and goddesses, we're being called to make the mundane things in our life magical, to make everything that you do magical. When you sweep and when you mopping, this is magical. I'm sweeping and mopping out the negativity, my own negativity maybe, my past, and then when you finish, invite good energy into the house. Walk through the house and sing,
Yeah.
some water and some cinnamon, heat it up on the stove, like those things, maybe sprinkle a little cinnamon somewhere in the house. It's just gonna invite, loving vibration into the house. It's really simple. I mean, we didn't learn the most basic magic to be able to do better than what we're doing.
That's right.
Okay? So that's what this is all about. And I'm telling y'all, you once you push through that first wall of resistance that you hit, you're not gonna regret it. When we finally got into the abyss, it wasn't even that bad. I was like, babe, you've been avoiding this conversation with me for I don't know how long. Now we in the middle of it. How it feel? And he's sitting up there smiling and shit, laughing about being a bender man.
Yep. With pride. Like, okay, yeah, that was me. Yeah, yeah. But it's not gonna always be. I'm not gonna abandon. Y'all, we done damn near drew up a sketch off of Batman.
He's so good at it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he is so good at it. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
yeah.
Most women are really good at that, but he is good at that. I don't do the, you know what I'm saying? That's one
Mhm.
major difference between us two.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes your divine feminine part of you and divine masculine part of you are complete opposites of each other, and sometimes they're just alike.
Mhm.
But a mirror is gonna also show you what looks alike and what doesn't.
Yep.
That's what a mirror does. It's just
Yep.
gonna reflect back to you everything that's within you.
Mhm.
So you get to choose who you are every single day that you wake up. You get to choose who you are and how you want to be. And for those of you who are really trying to harness a certain kind of life, just all you got to do is start acting like it's already like that.
Mhm.
Sometimes fake it until you make it worse. So I pretended like I was a wife for a really long time. You know what I'm saying? Just getting myself in that
Preparation.
vibration.
Mhm.
If you want to own your own business, I already act
Make
like you own
yourself
your
out
own
of
business.
business.
And when you sit down and do your personal bills, you say to yourself, I'm successful as hell because I know the strategy and I'm doing my personal bills, but in my mind, I'm doing this for my business. And
Mhm.
that's training you to get you ready to step into the path of who you think you want to be.
That's right. That's right. Yep. That's
So,
it, man.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, is there anything anybody want to share before we get ready to any questions before we get ready to get off?
She said she would bring her to
Oh,
us.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And oh yeah, look, y'all like the videos, like the videos.
Mhm. Mhm.
Share the videos. It's gonna help
Mhm.
more people get the videos.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely speaking our truth. Yeah. Sharing our experience.
I think for a lot of us, thank you, 3 people who however many people did it. Thank you. I said thumbs up. Cause like stuff like this is not easy to find. It's just crazy that y'all in here with us, but it's
Yeah.
beautiful. So okay, so I want to say that too. Thank you. Thank you. Because we still running from ourselves. So don't be doing magic to run from yourself,
Sure.
y'all.
Email. Yeah. She said it should be email
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, that'll be real good. When I do 12 flame readings, I basically tell you what's blocking you from having a twin flame reunion, things that you can do to call forth a twin flame reunion. And then a lot of times I can connect it to something you experienced in your past to kind of prepare you for, okay, when you do manifest a twin flame situation, this is what you need to be ready because it's going to be dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, definitely. I can do a twin flame reading for you.
Mm-hmm.
You've been acting like you got your house already. That's what
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
I
That's right.
promise.
That's
It really
that's
do
attraction.
work.
That's law of attraction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Act as if.
Yeah.
Yes. It worked for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Cause, cause
That's the alchemical aspects of us. That's our magical selves.
and we it's crazy because we getting unlocked. You know what I'm saying? We getting the skeleton keys
Mm-hmm.
to open up these doors. Good. Okay. Awesome. Do we burn petitions? Absolutely.
Yep.
Do you burn all petitions and or letters? Yes, we definitely usually burn them. Um, burning them to me, to us, burning them is a way of sending it to the astral or sending it to the underworld, depending on what energy and what you're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, yes. So burning it is because fire is more so like it's combustion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And something that's hot means that the molecules are moving faster. So yeah, fire is definitely a good way in magic to send your petitions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Everything is elemental anyway, so
right,
yeah, you incorporate the elements, and so yeah.
We're not being babied no more. That's really what it is. We're not being our spirit guides and ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they done took the train wheels off. You know? That's just what it is. So when you go out into the 3D matrix and you have to put on your 3D self, you know, create a ritual for when you get home to come out of that.
Period.
That's gonna help too.
Yeah. Yep.
Take it off.
Yeah.
Cause he come in the house with that 3D shit with me and it just don't be working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to be accountable for ourselves, yes.
It's almost like you gotta put on a condom.
Yeah.
A body condom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking around in a spiritual hazmat suit, you doing rituals and then you go put your hazmat suit on. You like, but don't change me.
Yeah. That
It's
is
like,
so true.
man,
That is so
what they
true.
say?
Major transformation.
But okay, so I feel like some of y'all been wanting to work with maybe certain energies you haven't been sure about it, and again, everything will always go back to you. So just know that as long as you come out of a pure-hearted place, you're not trying to spiritual bypass. That's something that you do when you don't want to have to really deal with yourself or really face your reality right now in the situation, or you don't want to feel the accountability, or you don't want to experience the backlash of maybe a bad decision you made. Just don't be creating magic and rituals out of that because that creates more chaos. Make sure that you are focused. Make sure that you train your mind, that you train your breath, more deep breathing that you're getting in your body. Because when we out in the 3D world, we can't really be in our body. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have shallow ass conversations. You can't get deep. You can't be deep. You can't be too weird, too different, but just different enough to be yourself. I mean, it's kind of confusing because we're creating the new ways of doing things. Okay? So that's what's going on. And the roof was shaking. Yeah.
He was talking about waking up to some heavy winds.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm telling y'all, all of us died. Every last one of us sitting here right now died. This is a different universe. This is not the same universe we started on when we was born. We have merged into a whole other dimension of consciousness and reality. So this is why you feel so damn new. You feel new to you. And shit feel new to you. You like, why does this feel new to me? Like, that's why.
The wind was high here too.
Yeah.
Like that's all you heard was the howling.
Yeah. And the howling made me think about the wolf, the bull wolf moon. Like you will always find synchronicity and alignment in it. And then Oya. Oya is the Orisha that brings like the wind of change. We gotta change, y'all. Oh yeah, something is going on underneath Georgia. I'm glad you said that. Absolutely, that's been going on for a few years now. The reducing the population of Georgia Guidestone actually went missing, and then some archaeologists found some other way more something an ancient tablet in Georgia. It's so much.
Huge underground.
It's so much going on that we don't know about.
Yeah, but that's all over the U.S. It's all over this country. Underground. Wouldn't surprise me, and we done mentioned it before. It wouldn't surprise me if it's an underground, like Mad Max under the Thunderdome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's cities, underground cities.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's what's
so
up.
true.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful. So play with smoke. You too, baby. Play with smoke. Simple stuff. Let's stop looking for complex rituals and ceremonies
Wow.
to validate our spiritual path and how spiritual we are, because of how complicated the spell was. Or like, let's just keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? And make sure progress is happening. So light an incense and just sit there and play with the smoke of the incense. I've been doing this for a really long time. I didn't even know it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? And then when I found out it was a thing, I think I was looking at the comments on Contra Queen channel, and I'm like, this is a thing, sitting up here being mentalist with smoke. I'm like, I've been doing this my whole life. So what it taught me is that a lot of us have been doing magic our whole life, but now we're becoming conscious of it. Okay. I don't feel like nothing big to say, but keep paying attention to y'all dreams. Yeah, keep paying attention to your dreams. Yeah, yeah, it's very real. Oh yeah, the energy down there in Georgia at the Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, what you trying to get her come back up? Hit the little chat thing. Yeah, and put it on live chat. Yeah, or you could have did super chat, but I don't know the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, my dreams definitely, I definitely go through that sometimes. Look, as crazy as something sounds, it's probably as true as it is, okay? But what's been going on, that's also flex. See what I'm talking about? It's we're being upgraded multidimensionally right now. So a lot of stuff, a lot of classes we can only experience in our dreams. You know what I'm saying? So training how to deal with them entities was something that I can only experience in my dreams right now. In that dimension. You know? Um, that don't make it not real. So pay attention to the dreams. Stop feeling like a victim. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling like you can't never do shit right. That's if you're feeling these things, dealing with this. Just stop judging yourself. Just try to practice your inner Taoist, your inner smile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just I'm unconditionally grateful. I'm unconditionally happy. You know, I'm telling y'all, we changing shit. That's the good one, Sage. Sage the Brunts. Yeah, the negative dreams and pour it out in the morning. Mm-hmm. Mm. And see, yeah, Terica, a lot of us come from planets where we didn't talk. You know, we didn't need to. So that's why now we having to feel feel stuff down in our body for real. Hey, y'all outside? Okay, we come. So thank y'all.
Yeah.
Our kids are back. We're gonna try to not miss another Sunday. Oh, you found me? That's what's up. I know I be running my damn mouth on her comments because I'm like, I can be free with y'all. I'm a witch. I'm weird. I'm a black sheep, and y'all are too. What's up? Like, I really be opening it up, but it's crazy. But I'm such a high level magician. It scares me sometimes, the stuff that I know. And it's from past lives. But
So what's
the
your
cash
cash app?
app, oh, okay, thank you, girl. Look, we don't even be asking for donations or nothing crazy. Like, this is not, yeah, this is real spiritual business for us, y'all. But yeah, so the cash app is Remnants Gathering, just Remnants Gathering, okay? And if you happen to want to send a donation, or I do my readings, I do use Cash App and then I do PayPal. So the PayPal is under my old email. It's my personal email, which is cam2479@gmail.com. Flex, maybe you could share this with them because I'm sure you got it in your email. But if y'all want to get a reading, an intuitive reading, I've been doing a lot of medical readings lately too, like telling people what's going on with them physically. What else? Light pole activations. Really just hit us up and ask us, we'll try to give y'all whatever information we can give y'all. You wanna say hey before we get off, Kalani? Tell everybody hey. Come around here.
Hey. Did y'all leave?
Did we leave? We did. So we're gonna wrap things up. Thank y'all so much. Like, we know y'all want the sweater, so don't come on now. Wink if you woke, that's some hot, lit, cute, literal shit.
I did not cry.
I'm so proud of you, baby. But yeah, we're getting more personal in 2020. So y'all get to see what's going on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, y'all. So the email, rembersgathering@gmail.com. Thank you for the donations. It really do help us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna continue to dedicate time to this. If it's something that we didn't talk about, you've been wondering about, just let us know. We'll create a show.
And as always,
Man, your third eye has
It's just a
been kissed.
kiss. Good night, y'all.